Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. It is appreciated as always. Just when you think the stereotype of the dumb, handsome footballer is just a stereotype, you get confirmation it's true. Now, obviously, we know about Gary Lineker, the virtual signaller or virtue signaller in chief. Everyone knows about him. Not far behind is Gary Neville. Now, before we get into that, we've got a clip here to show you where his loyalties actually lie. Davos, Champagne Socialist, Wef Shill. And this is Rebel News, courtesy this clip. You may want to check their channel out if you're not already a member. They caused some at Davos a few years ago.
What brings
this
you
year,
to
actually.
What brings you to the World Economic Forum?
I was having to walk down the front. I was having a meeting with Janie.
Oh, how you doing, Jana? Janie, how are you feeling about the new Trump administration for Britain? Do you think he's going to be good?
But no comments.
No comments? What about Elon Musk highlighting the grooming issue in your country? Do you think that's a good thing?
That's enough of that, but you get the point. He's a Wef Shill. He went on a social media rant today against basically white working class men, middle-aged men, flying the colours, raising the flags, by extension, anybody at the Tommy rallies, Unite the Kingdom, anybody protesting mass migration all over the country at the migrant hotels, anybody who's patriotic and thinks Britain or England or the United Kingdom should be for the indigenous peoples of these islands. You caused the Manchester synagogue attack a few days ago. Apparently it wasn't a nutter called Jihad from the Religion of Peace. Apparently it wasn't him. It's my fault. It's your fault. It's all our faults, according to Gary. Now we're going to look at the video. I'm going to pause it as we go through it, and I'm going to call out all of the inconsistencies and errors. This is the mindset of the liberal elites. They can't see the individual. They speak in abstract terms and to their personal experience, which informs the way they view things.
House and walking into the office, waking up obviously, seeing the news last night and the news this morning dominated by the horrific attacks within the Jewish community, just about a mile from here. And I was driving home from Salford City last night. I was driving out to Salford City, going down a Littleton Road, seeing 60, probably 50 or 60 Union Jack flags. And on the way back, I went down the parallel road, which is Berrynew Road, which has got the Jewish community right at its heart. And they're out on the streets, defiant, not hiding or in fear. And I just kept thinking as I was driving home last night that we're all being turned on each other. And the division that's being created is absolutely disgusting. Mainly created by angry, middle-aged white men.
Not true. Not true at all. The division is being sown by mass migration into the United Kingdom that nobody voted for. If there was a democratic mandate for mass migration we voted for at the ballot, a lot less people will be a lot less angry. The fact of the matter is, time and time again, we have voted for less migration, not more, and time again, governments of either stripe, either red or blue, have completely ignored or don't think that they don't need to implement what they've been elected for.
Who know exactly what they're doing. Funnily enough, on one of my development sites last week, there was a Union Jack flag put up, and I took it down instantly. And some people might be watching this and thinking, well, Gary got very patriotic. I played my country 85 times.
That's his prism. International football. Okay. Word to the wise, you don't play for Britain when you play football. You play for England. So taking down a Union Jack is unpatriotic. It's not the same thing, you absolute muppet.
I love my country. I love Manchester and I love England. But I've been building in this city for 15, 20 years. And there's no one put a Union Jack flag up in the last 15 to 20 years. So why do you need to put one up now?
Because it's the only tool, it's the only instrument that we've got left. It's quite pathetic when you think about it. England and Britain used to have renowned institutions, whether that's the legal system, our parliaments, or the universities. We used to have renowned institutions. All of them have been commandeered by the global elite, so they're not impartial anymore. They spin things from a particular angle, the lens that they see things in, very much the same lens that you're seeing your worldview through. Alright? Mass migration, good. Gammon's bad. That is your worldview. It's happening now, because now is the time people have had enough. Enough is enough.
Quite clearly, it's sending a message.
That's right, that Britain's for the British is pretty simple to understand, and if you pulled your head out of your arse, spoke to regular people, you would know this.
To everybody that there is something you don't like. Union Jack flag being used in a negative fashion is not right.
Negative in your view, positive in other people's view. All opinions are valid, not just yours. I say it all the time. I'm here to speak my truth. I'm here to tell you what I think. You're free to disagree. You're free not to watch. You're free to create your own YouTube channel and spout whatever you want to spout. Other opinions are valid, not just yours.
And I'm a proud supporter of England, of Great Britain, of our country, and we're championing it anywhere in the world to be one of the greatest places to live.
Pull you up there, sunshine. Okay, we're not Great Britain, we're not England, we are currently the United Kingdom. 4 home nations: Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. That is the country. Get it right.
But I think we need to check ourselves.
Check your fucking self.
We need to check ourselves and sort of start to think about bring ourselves back to a neutral point.
Magnolia, lavender, nice and neutral. Not too extreme on the left, not too extreme on the right, just right, as in blur-right centrism. That's what he loves, that's what he's trying to protect. He knows his worldview is coming to an end, his time in the sun is over, and he's still in the 5 stages of grief. He's still in denial at this point.
Because we're being pulled right and left. We don't need to be pulled right and left at all. I've always said this about, I played in a football team with a group of people from Manchester, a group of people from Ireland, Wales, Scotland, but also people from Africa, people from Asia, people from America, people from Europe, and we were a beautiful team.
Here we go. He's making the argument for skilled migration. No one has a problem with skilled migration. If you're a multi-million pound football player, making 500k a week, playing in a world-class football team like Liverpool or Arsenal, what problem are you creating? You're a net contributor, you're paying a shit ton of tax, and you're not sucking up public resources from people who actually needed that were born and bred here. That's the issue, alright? Mass migration, bad. When they're sucking up resources, putting our women and children in danger, fighting age men coming across the English Channel who we have no idea who they are. There's no screening process. That's completely different to someone who's handpicked to come from another country to play for an international football club like Manchester United, Manchester City, or Arsenal, or Liverpool. It's completely different, you fucking idiots.
United as one. Brexit has had a devastating impact on this country.
And there we have it. They're still on this argument from 10 years ago. Make no mistake, they're fighting the same argument over and over again, and they're too dumb to even understand. They haven't changed their position. They haven't done what the country wanted. We've got a Brexit now, we've got a Brexit in name only. They are the problem. Okay, the majority do not think this way. The majority are taking their country back. The majority have had enough with your crap.
And the messaging is getting dangerous, extremely dangerous. All these idiots that are out there spreading hate speech in any form and abuse in any form. We must stop promoting them. We must stop elevating our...
Hate speech is one thing, but let's not be confusing hate speech with speech that you hate. There are two different things there. Hate speech should be a very specific and a very narrow definition. The way it's written up in law is someone has to interpret what you say as hate speech, and is regarded as such. This is complete bunk because it's completely objective. It's completely subjective, not objective. There's no objective measure. That's why all hate speech laws need to be repealed, because there's no fair way to balance that.
voices towards them, and it needs to stop now and get back to a country of love, of peace, of harmony.
Well, that's enough from you. Yeah, he's speaking from his ivory tower. He's speaking to things he has no idea about. He doesn't live in the real world. He lives in his gold-plated little bubble. As long as he speaks the right opinions, he will continue to be a pundit on TV, and he will continue to get all the airtime and all the acolytes from his champagne socialist buddies. Of course he's a Labour voter. That's all he is. This is the issue. People like this have no idea what they're talking about. It's like the thing with Emma Watson, and trying to destroy women's spaces. They've got no concept of the real world because they've never actually had to get a proper job. They've never had the issue where their children have been exposed to the wrong type, whether that's in women-only spaces, whether that's in the migrants in the hotels, any of these situations. They are completely insulated and protected, and they think you're the problem because you've actually noticed. And calling it out, give them no quarter, call it out whenever you see it, and like and subscribe if you like this channel. Now, if you think I'm being too harsh on poor Neville, you let me know. If you think I'm being too lenient, you let me know. Let me know if you disagree. Like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one later on today. Have a good day and thank you for your time.